What's up, my fellow cryptopreneurs? Got a Bitcoin update for you here. I'm going to be updating this probably a couple times a day, or actually whenever I think there needs to be an update. There's probably a lot of people out there wondering what's going to happen with Bitcoin. And with that being said, I just want everyone to know that I'm not biased. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm not biased. I'm just always going to tell you what I think's going to happen. I keep it pretty simple. Sometimes simple's better. I'm not going to use a whole lot of indicators. I'm doing really good with my own little style here. What I want to tell you about, this is the daily chart. We've got this white horizontal line is the support for this range here. I'm going to go down to the 5-minute chart here in a second. This is going to be good stuff. The white line here is support for that range. So Bitcoin has fallen out of that top range below support. It's struggling to get back out. It is also fallen out the bottom of the ascending parallel channel. It's struggling to hang on. Let's go down to the 5-minute chart. This is why I'm making the video, because this is going to get pretty good. Let's have a look. Let's go down into the quantum realm. This is the 5-minute chart. This is what's happening inside the daily candle. There's the white line. You can see. Let's go to the line chart. I'm starting to like the line charts. Robinhood uses line charts, and when I'm out Uber Eats and DoorDashing, I look at the Robinhood line chart, and it's really easy. They make it real easy to see it. I never really have seen analysis channels using line charts, but I really like it. It might just suit me well. What's happening here? Bitcoin, like I say, lost the white support. See how it came down out of through the support of the white line, out of the bottom of the channel. It tried to come back up. It failed at the channel. Came back up, and look at that. It's just, you can see that how relevant that white line is, right? I'm not just putting these lines on a chart and saying, look at this, right? Look at that. It bounced directly off of it, came back down. It tested the bottom of the channel, failed, tested the bottom of the channel, failed. And now, have you ever seen a bird fly into a window? This is kind of what Bitcoin is, where it is right now. This is 11 p.m. Central Time, February 24th. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's take this in order. So Bitcoin puts in these patterns over and over and over, and I really like the parallel channels. So let's draw this here. See how there's a bit of a channel there. See how that's working. See how that's working. I recommend everyone out there watching and listening to this, learn how to do this on your own. It's really quite interesting. Some people might see line charts better. So you can see this is a bearish channel. It broke back up. That's when it broke through the channel and tested the white support line, failed, and came back down. Whoops. And came back down. And if I extend this channel, these channels, they don't just go away after it breaks out. You leave them here. And what has happened? Look where that bounced. Do you see where that bounced? It bounced directly off the top of that channel. Isn't that cool? What do you think, folks? Huh? Give me a like on this video if you enjoy that sort of stuff right there. I mean, that's just pinpoint. Boom. Bounced, failed on support, failed on resistance. Support is now resistance. Failed. Came back down. Resistance here in the channel is now support. It's just, isn't that really just, it's almost mind-boggling if you just kind of try to comprehend it, right? I mean, a lot of this might be just the result of bots. I wish I would have lived 100 years ago, because I'd like to watch this stuff happen then. But I suppose I could go back and look, if you really wanted to. But anyways, well, maybe, I don't know. So it pumped back up here, and right on the bottom of the parallel channel, the big one where it failed, it kind of puts in a little tiny guy. This one here is a little slightly ascending bearish channel, and see how it broke down out of it. I don't want to bore you, but I'm going to get to a point here, so bear with me. Another little bearish channel created here. So it's a little bearish ascending channel. Broke out of it. It formed another little bearish ascending channel. That's Bitcoin trying to gather strength. It's trying to gather strength to get back up in there. Support is now resistance. The white line and the channel, the big blue channel on top. That could prove to be very difficult resistance. Bitcoin, the bottom of this channel, the blue one here, is 23,200. The white line is 23,325. So easy numbers, just say 23,200, 23,300. in that ballpark, in that little space right there, is probably going to be very difficult resistance. Bitcoin's going to need some help to get back up there. Bitcoin is struggling. And so why did I draw these patterns? And I can even draw a steep little parallel channel here if I really want to. See how that's working? It's not perfect, but it's pattern like. There's a pattern to it. What why I just drew those 4 channels in there is because I want you to notice how there's no pattern to this whatsoever. This literally looks like Bitcoin just flew into a window and it's just sitting on the ground stunned, trying to make up its mind what's going on, like a bird. That's just the analogy I came up with. Maybe people out there haven't seen that before. Right? It just banged its head on a window and it's sitting down on the ground, just catching its breath. It's dazed. It's just kind of sitting there like, man, I hope no cat comes along, right? I hope no big FUD story comes along right now and drops Bitcoin $5,000 in a couple hours, right? Where's Warren Buffett? Where's Elon Musk? He's probably not going to get involved again. We need Warren Buffett to come in and buy a couple billion worth of Bitcoin. It's basically what it's going to take for this to pump way back up, right? So that Bitcoin's kind of sitting on the ground, dazed, just hoping FUD doesn't come in. This is why I made the video in that white circle. There's no rhyme or reason to that. Bitcoin is literally acting like it just flew into a window, and it's just like, what's going on, man? So it's kind of making up its mind. In my opinion, I do believe for Bitcoin to come up and reclaim this channel and to get back up in that top range, I do believe it's going to take some serious good news somewhere. And if you've been watching what's going on with the traditional markets, they're probably looking like they might start dumping. And crypto is a risk-on asset, so it will be the first thing that traditional investors and traders probably get rid of, particularly if they've bought a little lower and they're in profit. So I'm just going to give my opinion. It's not biased. I think we're probably coming down pretty hard. Let's go back to the daily chart. Maybe I should use like a boxing analogy, like Mike Tyson just hit him. Bitcoin just got hit by Mike Tyson. It's kind of like staggering around the ring right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. I hope no FUD comes in now, right? I need the trainer. I need the bell to ring, right? No FUD or the bell to ring. Good news or bad news. Something needs to happen because I'm just dizzy and walking around. I don't know where I'm at, right? That's kind of what's going on. So let's daily line chart. I don't know. Let's go to the daily candles. Okay, so you can see a little parallel channel I drew in there. That's on the 5-minute chart. It's behind the dailies. See that? That's pretty interesting. For those of you that watched my last video, this is looking like Bitcoin might stay below that channel. And if it does, if this were to come down and maybe come back up for the retest, or maybe just go straight down. As you can see, I've since drawn in another channel. Sometimes Bitcoin will form these kind of scissor channels. So it hasn't formed yet. All right, this is it's kind of formed. A lot of resistance. Well, actually, that's on the 5-minute chart. I hadn't drawn in those channels, so this is perfect analogy. So a good bounce spot will be the top of this parallel channel here. I guess there are enough data points. It is a valid channel. So a good bounce point would be my last video. I was just kind of picking, maybe here in this range. It'll stall out at one of these yellow or white lines around 21,500, 21,700. And look at the top of this channel. I didn't want to get into this in this video, but look at the top of this channel. Look where that's at. Look, that would be 21,700 right there. If it were to come down here, that'd be about 21,600. Down here is about 21,400. Remember the 5-minute chart where I just showed where the Bitcoin price came down and bounced off the top of a channel that had formed, and lots of people probably say it's not relevant anymore. But look at that; it bounced. That could be it, folks. The Bitcoin bounce might be right here, around here, 21,700 ballpark. So it's too much to speculate at this point. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. I sure hope I earned a like and a subscription from you, and help me get this message out to more people. I'm getting good at this. So I think my channel is probably needs to be seen by lots of people. I could probably help a lot of people out. All right, thanks for watching. Later.